Hey guys, it's Tuesday, March 24th. Big shout out to Mrs. Sensei, aka Jen, aka my wife, his mom, and Bailey's mom. Happy birthday, Jen. You are a rock, okay? Guys, before we get started today, just a reminder to make sure you do full warm-ups, make sure you stretch out really well. Get your push-ups in, keep that log, that push-up challenge log we talked about yesterday. If you didn't hear what I said yesterday, review yesterday's video and look at the push-up log information. So make sure you get your stretches in, make sure you pause the video as we get into it. So yesterday we worked on a few blocks. We did high blocks and we did sparring type blocking with outside blocks coming here to protect from hook punches and round kicks. Now we're doing more of a punch to deflect, or a block to deflect a technique coming straight in our face like a jab or a cross, a jab or a back punch. Really simple. If Joshua Lucas just throws this jab here, I'm not looking to move his hand way out here, especially if he throws a full speed jab, I'm not gonna be able to do that and move it, okay? If you throw it full speed and pull it right back, Lucas, that's not gonna work. But what I wanna be able to do is I just need to deflect it. I just need to move it this much. My face is only this wide, okay? Maybe after this quarantine it'll be this wide, I don't know. But right now it's this wide. So I just need to clear this space here. So as Joshi throws this jab right here, I'm just bringing this hand across and just deflecting the technique away from my face like this. Now the motion I'm making is very small. It's only clearing my face just like this. Almost like Joshi Lucas ate too many beans last night and he cut the cheese, and I'm just trying to clear the air out from in front of my nose right here. Ooh, man, Lucas, got a shower during this quarantine. Okay, and that's it. That's it. So I just got to clear the air just like this. I'm not chasing, I'm not trying to knock his hand down. I'm not doing this because this leaves my face wide open for another strike. It's right here. Boom. A little close. Okay? That's it. If he does the back punch, he's coming from this side. That's it. And then if he does a 1-2, it's 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. So again, my whole motion, when it's coming straight in on this side, I'm doing the mirror side. I'm just deflecting it right here. If it's this side, his right, my left, I'm just deflecting it this way. If he's doing the 1-2, it's just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Very little, not scooping the hand down. So when you get with a partner, if you have a partner to work with today, get close enough that their punch is going to get within reach, because I don't need to swat it out here. If he's throwing a jab out there, I don't have to block or deflect that technique at all. Go ahead, throw it as hard as you want. Josh, I'm giving you a free shot at my face as hard as you want. Okay, now he's closer, so now I got to do something. But if he's right there, I don't need to deflect it. I'm not going to chase out there because it's not going to hit me. But if I'm right here, that's it. I don't want my hand to travel away from my face. So we're just deflecting. Go slow. Don't get too excited. Don't accidentally punch your partner in the nose. Okay? So, accidentally on purpose. It's called a purpose then. Okay? So, Joshi throws, he's going to throw 10 jabs. 1, 2, 10. Take your time. Don't go fast. 10 back punches. 1, 2, 10. And he's going to do 10 1-2s. 1, 2, 10. Then I'm going to go, if you have a partner that's going to train. If not, switch your stance, do it the other way. 10 doesn't seem like a lot of reps. Feel free to up that as you go. Okay, guys? Take your time. Very subtle, very subtle. Okay? Now, we're going to move on to our kicking techniques for the day after you do these reps. So yesterday we talked about closing the distance. We broke it down, so we're going to review the positions and the ranges. Switch your feet for me, Joshi. Okay, so right here where I can hit Joshi without moving in or out, we're at close quarter combat. Inside of that range here, we're inside the clinch. Just outside of my reach, we're at short range. To close the distance from short range, we use slide-in techniques. Just outside of that, we're at mid-range. To close the distance, we use skip-in techniques. And just outside of that, we're at long range. We do step skipping techniques. Just outside of that, we're at out of range, and here we just flee or run away. No reason to fight. So now, the kicks that we're going to do today. Yesterday we closed the distance with front kicks. We did step skipping front kicks, step skipping step skipping front kicks, skip in front kicks, and slide in front kicks. Today we're going to do all side kick work. So if Joshua was back there, switch your feet there, Joshua. Back up, please. Okay. when we do a step, skip, and side kick, we're gonna start with the white, yellow, orange. You guys are working a step, skip, and side kick from long range. You're gonna step towards the target, just like we did yesterday. But now, this foot's gonna step behind. That traveling foot is gonna go behind the kicking leg. So that this foot naturally comes up and the knee comes up in the chamber and strikes. If I were to step and then step in front, this leg actually gets in the way of the kicking leg. It's in the way. I can't chamber. I got to come all the way around. So the traveling foot goes behind. So it's step, step behind, side kick. Step, step behind, side kick, just like that. Okay, so if we do that face in the mirror, here we go. We're stepping forward. That's the kicking leg. The traveling leg goes behind, and then we do a side kick. Ki-ai. Then we shuffle back as always. Step, step behind, ki-ai. Now for mid-range, you guys are doing this as a skip-in. The only difference is you're not stepping. So this is green and blue. You guys are doing green, blue, purple, right? Switch your feet. Turn more, please.
Am I facing you?
Yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a skip-in. So now I'm at mid-range. I'm not gonna step first. I'm already there. If I have to step first, it means I'm not in mid-range, I'm in long range. So here I'm close enough to hit him without that step. So all I do, the back foot's gonna move first, step behind, side kick. Boom, ooh, those ribs, man, that just makes me wanna, boom.
Front kick, you can squeeze your stomach. You can't really squeeze your ribs.
Yeah, but I can make them flinch. Okay, watch again. So from here, I'm at mid-range. Step behind, side kick. Right? Get that elbow out of the way before I break it. Step behind, side kick, right there. Now, we're gonna move to short range. Short range, we're at sliding side kicks. Sliding side kicks, I think, are the easiest of the sliding kicks to do because the kick is coming straight out. Hold that camera still, please. It's coming straight out of the chamber, okay? So getting that defensive stance right here. So I can't reach him. I'm gonna pull my knee into the chamber, and as I extend the leg, it's gonna pull me right into that kick. Chamber, boom, pulls me right into it. You scared? You're flinching a little bit there. Okay. So we're gonna turn sideways. We're gonna do all three of these ranges for you. Again, white, yellow, orange belts. You guys are working on long range step, skip, and side kicks. Green, blue, purple, you're working at mid-range skip and side kicks. Red and above, you guys are working in slide in side kicks. So just you right there, I'm right here, we're going this way. Remember yesterday we talked about the instructions? Turn, right, here we go. So long range, step, skip, and side kick. We step towards the target, step behind, side kick. Ki-ai, turn. Step towards the target, step behind, side kick, ki-ai. Again, step, step behind, ki-ai. Turn, step, step behind, ki-ai. Turn. Ready, go. Ki-ai. Turn, go. Ki-ai. Turn. Now we're gonna go to mid-range. Skip in side kicks. The front foot does not move first. Step behind, ki-ai. Notice we didn't go nearly as far. Turn, go, ki-ai. Turn, go. Whoop. Sensei did that wrong. I took a step. Reset.
Ooh, Sensei.
Oh man, everybody, delete that part.
Rewind.
Rewind, rewind. Okay, mid-range. You gotta focus. That was the word of the day yesterday. Focus. Step behind side kick. Ready, go. Ki-ai. And you have to fight that urge to take that step. Turn. Mid-range. Step behind. Go. Ki-ai. Turn. Mid-range. Step behind. Go. Ki-ai. Turn. Go. Ki-ai. Turn. Now we're moving on to short range. Slide in side kicks. Slide in side kicks. We're not going to move until this kick is thrown. This leg pulls this leg. If this leg moves first, the back leg moves first, we know you cheated, right? Okay, so we're going to chamber and then thrust the kick. Okay, so watch that again. Chamber and thrust. That pulls you. Turn. Go. Ki-ai. Turn. Go. Ki-ai. Turn. Go. Ki-ai. Okay, those are your ranges for today. Back up a little bit, Joshua.
Ooh, Sensei.
White, yellow, orange. You guys are working long range step, skip, and side kicks. green, blue, purple, mid-range, skipping side kicks, red and above, you guys are working on sliding side kicks. Get to work. 20 reps at least, both sides, at least. Okay, now moving on, we're working on our grappling techniques today.
Want to do your mat chat first?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Who's,
Do the mat chat first. Thank you.
who's sensei?
I gotta keep you around for something, right?
Yeah, wow.
Okay, mat chat for today. If you listen to my live chat today, you heard this already, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. The word for the day is compassion. That's your keyword, compassion. Now, what does that mean exactly? It means something a little bit different for everybody, but what it really means is putting someone else before your own feelings. Caring about someone else. Having a heart for someone else. And that can mean a lot of different things. And it depends on who you are, whether you're one of our teenage students or our adult students or a parent, okay? We're all in uncharted waters. We're stuck at home. We're not living naturally right now. We're built to be social animals. We're built to socialize with our coworkers, with our school friends, with our martial art classmates. But right now, we're isolated in our homes with very little interaction outside our home. It's not natural. And when we do run into people, people don't see themselves. They're a little edgy, a little irritable, and so forth. So we have to make sure that we have compassion. First of all, in our home, we have to have compassion for our spouses, for our children, for our parents. We're all going through something new, and it's stressful for all of us. And our patience can run out pretty quick, and we have to be patient with our loved ones. Okay? For the kids, you guys have to understand, mom and dad are stressed about how to make this all work. How are we still working? Are we working in a new environment from home? How are we keeping things going? Do we have jobs? Do we have the ability to put food on the table? It's stressful. We need you guys to be patient and compassionate with us, the parents. And parents, speaking to myself, speaking to Mrs. Sensei. Mrs. Sensei reminds me of this all the time. The kids are going through something tough right now. Something that they don't know how to handle. They're not used to being locked up in their homes. They're used to interacting with their friends all the time. Their classmates, their teammates, their friends after school, and right now they're bottled up in their home. They don't know what to do with themselves. And hopefully these videos give them an outlet, but besides that, we as parents, we have to be more patient. And I have to talk to myself about it all the time because these two, let me tell you, Bailey, Lucas, they're testing my patience. But I have to remind myself to be compassionate about how they're feeling and how they're doing with all of this because this is new. This is new, and we don't know when it's going to end quite yet. So that's our word of the day, be compassionate. But now to take it a step further, we want to be compassionate to our community, to the people around us, not just ourselves, but thinking of others. And at Leading Edge Martial Arts, we've always been about giving back to others. We do it with our kick-a-thons to raise money to help fight cancer or help the people fighting cancer. We do it with Toys for Tots every year. We do it with our Support the Troops campaign. But somebody brought a great idea to my attention today, and that was to start a GoFundMe account, not to benefit Leading Edge Martial Arts, but a GoFundMe account through a team that we're going to call Lima Cares or Leading Edge Cares, and it's going to be kicking in for our community. And we're going to try to raise money so that we can purchase gift cards. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hand sanitizers right over there, Joshu. Okay? So we're going to kick in support, and we're going to buy gift cards for families in the Lehigh Valley that are struggling at this time. We want to help them buy groceries and pay for their essential utilities and things like that, and try to give them a sense of normalcy. So as soon as I have the information on how to start that GoFundMe page, and I have it set up right, the information will go out to you. If you have something to give, that's great. If you're one of the families that's in need, don't be too proud to reach out for help, okay? All right, guys, compassion. Today we're gonna move on to our grappling techniques for the day. White, yellow, orange. We are going to be working on cross chokes, okay? So Joshu, Lucas, you're gonna be on the ground here, please.
Do you need me to get up?
What's that?
Do you need me to get up?
Not yet, but yes, you should be able to move around so you can see. Okay. No, we're gonna start here. Okay? So we're working right now with the, from the mount, we're gonna work on a cross choke. Now this choke works on a uniform, but what in the street? How does this work in self-defense? Well, if your opponent is wearing a coat, it's very similar. very similar. You can utilize the collar, the coat, the exact same way we're doing this. So whoever you practice with at home, just have, if they don't have a uniform, just have them put a coat on, it'll work just fine. Okay, from here, I have the mount position. I'm sliding one hand into the gi, fingers first, thumb out, sliding it all the way to the floor and grabbing. I'm gonna slide this hand in, the opposite side. Now I have an X across his neck. I'm gonna rotate my hands so my thumbs are to the outside. Now I'm not gonna pull. All I'm gonna do here is lean forward. That's it. I'm just leaning forward, okay? So watch again, turn on an angle here a little bit, Joshi.
Sensei.
So the grip, Bailey, make sure you can see here. The grip is exactly the same. Fingers go in, thumb out. Fingers go in, thumb out. Rotate it so the thumbs are away. And then I'm gonna lean forward on his neck, okay? This is a choke on the carotid arteries right here. This is a blood choke, cutting off the blood supply to the brain. One more time. We don't wanna do that too long, especially with Joshi Lucas, okay?
I think you mean Bailey.
Fingers in, thumb out, fingers in, thumb out, rotate it, and lean forward. That's your cross choke. This same move can be done from the guard as well, okay? So from here, inside the guard here.
Sensei.
So from here, this might even be easier for you to see, okay? Now Joshu's postured up, and he's got his chin up so you guys can see it, making it easy for me to enter. Fingers go inside the gi, thumb stays out. Fingers go inside the gi, thumb stays out. I get them as far back as I can. Now, I'm not gonna try to pull my elbows away. I'm not trying to pull like this. I'm simply gonna pull my elbows to my chest, and notice how the X disappears as it gets to my chest as I go towards the floor. So you're trying to pull your elbows right down to the floor. In, and just pull straight down. Did that work?
Sensei.
Watch again. 1, 2, boom. Okay? So now, when you guys are working with partners, especially if it's mom or dad or brother or sister that don't know what you're doing or don't train with us here at Leading Edge, we want you to tap out nice and early. Tapping out is how you let your partner know that you feel it, okay, or that you're giving in, okay? Now, I don't tap the floor, especially in a classroom setting, because there's lots of people tapping, or they might not hear it. You tap them, so you feel it, quick taps. As soon as you feel that tap, whether you think it or you have it or not, we let go, okay? Our saying here at Leading Edge, we're not trying to win an MMA championship. Our saying is tap early and tap often, right? Tap early and tap often. All right, so now we're gonna move on. That was white, yellow, orange on the cross choke. Green, blue, purple. I want you guys thinking mainly about our guillotine choke and the proper way to apply a guillotine choke. First, I'm going to show it to you standing up so you understand the concept. Then we're going to do it from the mount, and we're going to do it from the guard, okay? So you got a lot to think about there. Upper belts, remember, you're reviewing all of these techniques. So when we do a guillotine choke, what we're doing here, from a standing position, this could be a guy who shot in at you, tried to tackle you, anything like this, okay? So let's put your head on the opposite side here. Okay, he shot in, his head went under the hold, so when he shot, I kind of scooped back, I scooted back, I received him here. My arm's over the back of the neck. My forearm comes under the neck here. My free hand comes in and grabs my own wrist. I'm gonna bend my knees and arch my back. Stay there, Bailey, I'm gonna turn.
Oh,
Okay? Watch from the other side. I'm over the back of the head, under the neck. The blade of my arm is on the neck. The free hand comes in, grabs my wrist, bend my knees, arch my back. He shoots. Boom. Here, and a knees and arch. We can do this guillotine from the mount, guard, even the side mount, okay? We'll demonstrate the mount and the guard as well. So on your back, please.
Sensei.
Do you need me to move anywhere?
He'll tell you.
Bailey, I'll tell you when you need to move. Just right now, it's right there. Okay, from this position here, I'm gonna be working. It's not so simple as to go here. What I like to do is give the person a few encouragements to lift their head up, okay? So from this position, I might be working on his head, pushing his head this way. Okay, I can be pushing on it. I might give him a few elbows. He lifts his head here. Now, I sneak this hand around, I'm not pulling the arm out and trying to slip the hand in this way because as he feels the release, he drops his head right to the floor and I can't get my hand in there again. So I get to here, maybe I'm pushing on his head, and then I'm gonna make a circle right here. And now I'm gonna bring this and pin it between my chest and his chest. If I have a gi on, I can grab my own gi here. Now I just flatten out my body and arch. Okay? Watch from the side. Okay, again, remember I want to give him an encouragement to lift his head, right?
Ooh, sensei.
So I'm here, working on him, boom, boom, boom. Okay? Here, give him a few shots, nudges, he lifts that head up, around, under, grab my own gi or pin my hand between my chest and his chest, flatten my body out, and arch. Okay, now, this technique from the guard is a little bit more challenging. There's a lot more steps to do to get to it, but it gets really, really tight, okay? So from this position here, Joshu's inside my guard, starts with his hands on inside, that's fine. If his hands are in here, I mean, if he gives you hands here, he's not an experienced grappler. And you've got Kimuras and guillotines all day, and even omoplatas. So what we want to do, he's probably going to have his hands up in here, or he's up in here. Okay, we're going to scoop his hands. So I might come this way by pulling him in, scoop his hands down on the floor. Set him up on my chest, so I'm swimming inside, bringing his hands down. Now I grab this wrist, I'm going to put the opposite foot on the floor to help me sit up. Now I reach over the back of his neck and under his chin. Then I lay back down, close my guard. Now I'm going to extend my legs and pull on his head, almost like you're popping a head off a dandelion. Okay, turn sideways. Boom. Opposite foot. If I'm grabbing the wrist over here, then I'm going to sit up here. Sit up. You have to sit up off the ground. Your arms will not reach. Over the top, under the chin, grab your own gi if you can, or at least pin it between your chest and their chest. Fall back into your guard. From here, keep this tight, extend with your legs. And that's it. That's your guillotine from the guard. So advanced class should be, or upper belt, you should be reviewing that as well. We did the guillotine from the mount, we did the guillotine from standing, we did it from the guard. So we should do it in order there. Standing, mount, and guard. Now we're gonna move on. Red and above. We're working on a proper rear naked choke position. Okay, we'll start from a kneeling position here, just so you can see, face them. You went for a sitting position, that's fine. Okay, the rear naked choke, when applied straight on, is a blood choke, okay? We're cutting off the blood supply right here. So I'm coming around this way. I'm gonna grab the bicep on this arm. Now I'm gonna make it really big so you can see here. I grab the bicep and flip this hand back here. If you ever watch pro wrestling, it looks a little bit like the sleeper holder, like, oh, he's got him, he's going to sleep. Doesn't happen like that, okay? But if you make this big old loop, he's just gonna reach up and grab that hand, and you have two hands around it. Right, and he's gonna, now I can't close it. So I gotta be a little bit more sly. I'm gonna snake this arm in here like this, and sneak this arm back behind his head here. But the position that you're getting is around the neck, grab your bicep, back of the hand behind the head. From here, the tip of my elbow is pointing at his belly button. The fold of my arm is right on his trachea. My forearm and my bicep are right on the carotid arteries. The back of my hand's against his head, and all I do is flex. To see how quickly it works, watch Joshu Lucas's eyes closely. Okay? I'm around his neck. Now I'm doing the opposite side. I slide his hand in. The inside arm grabs the bicep, and okay, one last time on this side. You like this, right?
Ooh, sensei.
Around. Are you zoomed in nice on his eyes there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we see how long Joshu Lucas can hold this?
No.
No, we don't do that because this is something we don't screw around with ever. Okay, you can hurt somebody pretty bad here. Right here, and that's it. Okay? So that's your rear naked choke. Now the rear naked choke in a grappling position, we're not gonna be kneeling while they're sitting. They're not gonna let us. So we typically have this seatbelt type position. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. There you go. So we're in a back control with maybe a seatbelt grip, something like this. Okay. From here, I just slip this arm around and slip this hand up in here, and we have the same choke. Okay. So this is a seatbelt grip. I have back control. I have hooks in. Okay. This is ideally why you never give up your back. Here, here, and here. Okay. Then we can do that with the other arm. Here, here, and flex. Okay. That's your rear naked choke. We can do the rear naked choke from the mount if he's in, or I'm sorry, dead man's position. If he gives me the back and he's on all fours like this, I can put in hooks. We're not going to cover that today. We can also do it from, where else do I want to give it to you guys? Well, once you get that back control is key. Okay, if you get back control at any point, that rear naked choke is available. Let's actually show it to him from the dead man's position. Lay down, break down, slide back a little, please. A lot more, a lot more. Good. So right here, we're grappling, and I tell you guys from day one, first thing we learned in grappling is never turn your back to your opponent. You're in this position right here. This is exactly why. Now, if his head's down, I'm just going to lift his head up, stick this hand underneath here, grab my bicep, this hand goes behind his head, and boom. That's it. Boom. If he's up on all fours in what we call turtle position, get on your knees, okay? Same thing, I put my hooks in, and it's right here. Okay?
Timber.
And that's it. Man, I love choking my kids. They have the best job in the world. All right, guys. So we covered a lot of material today. White, yellow, orange belt, you worked on the cross choke from the mount and the guard. Okay, green, blue, purple, you guys worked on a guillotine choke from standing, from mount, and from guard. Okay, and then for the advanced or upper belts, we worked on the rear naked choke. We looked at how it works. It's a blood choke. We worked on getting it from back control, from dead man's position, and from turtle. Okay, I hope everybody had a good class today. Make sure you guys get your training in. Make sure you mark your attendance so that we know you were here. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm hearing a ton from the children's students. I'm not hearing a lot from the adult students, so I want you guys to chime in, say hello, reach out to us. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know if there's anything specifically you guys want to work on. Additionally, today we worked on our deflecting techniques off the jab and off the back punch and the 1-2, and we worked on closing the distance. Long range step, skip, and side kicks, mid range skip in side kicks, short range slide in side kicks. That's a lot for one day, guys. Don't forget to be compassionate to your fellow human beings. Be safe, be well, be healthy, wash your hands, and we'll see you online tomorrow. Oos.